A warm welcome to everyone. I am absolutely delighted to be sharing the following information with you, some of which you as parents are familiar with, but some key points that I think would be useful to signpost so that you are fully aware of the important points that your child will be experiencing throughout this academic year. I find myself very fortunate to be working at Longsands Academy, and especially with the group of students that I am currently responsible for. Having worked alongside many of the students since they started their academic journey back in September 2019, I can honestly say how delighted I am to be working with such a pleasant group of young people. They continue to develop and grow, and considering the very difficult 18 months or so that we have all encountered, there are many new and exciting opportunities to look forward to as they start their Year 9 journey. As a head of year, I also have teaching commitments, and so to ensure that there is support readily available for our students, I have a student support officer, an SSO, assigned to the Year 9s. The SSO for each year changes, but for this year, Miss Beveridge will be working alongside us. Again, Miss Beveridge comes with a wealth of experience in the world of pastoral care. Really, we do encourage the first port of communication being through the tutor. The tutors haven't changed at all this year, and please do make contact with your child's tutor in the first instance should you have a query. I also think it is important to share with you the details of our main Senko lead, and that is Miss Patricia Martin Morales. Again, she has a wealth of experience in this department and would be happy to support your child who may be presenting additional needs and therefore requires more support in one way or another. She also supports with many processes, including that of EHCPs and early help assessments. You can find her contact details below. The relationship that we share with your child cannot be without your support, and so we strongly recommend the need for clear and useful communication between parents, carers, and the school. To ensure that the correct support is given to your child, we do ask that you make contact with their tutor in the first instance, and then Miss Beveridge, especially with regards to pastoral care. Queries relating to a specific subject really need to be communicated via the teacher of that subject and or the head of that department. All the details of teachers for a particular subject can be found on the school website should you need to contact them. Of course, we do like to respond to all our queries, so you should be contacted back. We also have weekly updates of important messages in the form of the Principal's weekly message and newsletter. There are other forms of communication used, and these do include letters that are sent out and messages through social media, so please do look out for those, as we will always like to keep you updated on important matters. In order for us to encourage our young people to speak out, we have become a telling school, which enables our students to share their concerns, etc., in a way that can be done more privately and discreetly. We now have post boxes around the school site so that a query or a concern, etc., can be shared at any time, along with the Tell Us email address that can be seen on this slide. The information regarding the Casper Sky email is an app that you, as parents and carers, can use in order to monitor the screen time of your child. The social impact of mobile phone usage is very significant amongst our young people, but I guess that there is some comfort in knowing that you can monitor this through the Casper Sky app that has been suggested for you. Being in Year 9 means that you are already familiar with our school uniform expectations, and most of which is hugely positive within the Year 9 cohort. However, we do ask for your support in ensuring that the school uniform is adhered to, and in my experience as a previous head of Year 9, the wearing of trainers, too many items of jewellery and acrylic nails tend to be the items that we need your support with the most. The school policy is designed to be fair and professional, and we do ask that we have your full support on ensuring such matters. Where we can, we will always help with any financial support as long as we are made aware of the concern. As your child has tutor time on a daily basis, the slide shows you the activity that the students are expected to do each day. Therefore, it is really important that the students are organised and have all the equipment that they need for each day, including the materials needed for their tutor time. As you can see, there are a range of activities as we want to continue to develop a knowledge-rich curriculum, but to also utilise the skills that they are going to need year upon year. The knowledge organisers, for example, are a great resource for revision and for knowing what topics the students will learn each term. And so by using them in tutor time, they get to recap and go over key pieces of information, which will then be used in their midterm and end of term assessments. I know that most of you are aware of our platform for recording homework for our students, and so as a reminder, you can access and monitor the homework that your child is receiving on a daily basis. The year ahead is a busy one, but just to keep you updated, I have shared the following key dates with you so that you can familiarise yourselves with the events that are on the horizon. Of course, there will be more information regarding each event as the date gets nearer and nearer, but for now, please draw your attention to the Principal's Information Evening on Thursday, the 23rd of September, which will be in our Ritchie Hall, and then the following week after to the tutor review meeting, where the school will close early to allow for the meeting with the tutors to take place, all of which you will receive more detailed information about. I do hope that you have found this presentation useful, and I'm very grateful for your continued support in attending this evening. Take care, and thank you, Miss Bingham.
Hello, I'm Miss Fox, the Head of English and the Assistant Principal responsible for literacy development across the Academy. I'm going to briefly talk you through some key information about our curriculum and additional support available to students to help them make excellent progress in English. Our Key Stage 3 curriculum introduces students to a broad and rich range of texts from different time periods and culture. In Year 7, 8 and 9, students study one play, one novel and an anthology containing a selection of texts each academic year. Our curriculum plans are available on the Academy website if you'd like more information about the text that your child will be reading. A new addition to our Key Stage 3 English curriculum this year is our fortnightly library lessons. Every 2 weeks, your child's English teacher will take them to our library, where they will have an opportunity to browse, receive support and encouragement to choose a book they will enjoy reading from a wide range of genres, use the computer facilities to engage with Accelerated Reader, and spend some time reading independently for pleasure. Of course, students are welcome to bring in their own books from home to read during these lessons too. All Key Stage 3 students also participate in Let's Think in English lessons, which is a cognitive acceleration programme developed by the Education faculty at King's College London, an organisation we have a long-standing connection with. In these lessons, students will work in pairs and small groups to discover and explore short stories, poems and extracts, which have been chosen because they are engaging for students and provide real challenge. We have in place additional interventions for students who require extra support with reading and writing. We have a primary specialist teacher of reading who runs phonics sessions for students who need some extra help securing their understanding of phonics. Our SEN team also runs a catch-up literacy programme, as well as targeted reading interventions. The library is open to all students during break and lunchtime, and I am based in the library every day at lunch should students need any extra support with English homework. Lastly, we have a wider reading resource on our website which indicates age-appropriate texts linked to what we are studying in English, which students might like to read independently to provide additional challenge and to further develop their understanding of the text we are studying in class. This can be found on our website. Finally, I would like to introduce you to Miss Smith, our Key Stage 3 English Coordinator, who you can contact with any Key Stage 3 English inquiries. Thank you for your time this evening.
My name is Julian Merson. I'm Assistant Principal in charge of Assessment and Moderation. I'd like to talk to you first about homework arrangements for students in Key Stage 3. We use Doddle to record all homework tasks. Parents can access Doddle in order to monitor the homework being given. Students should expect weekly homework in each of the core and foundation subjects. They can also expect homework in the practical-based subjects roughly twice per half term. Homework usually takes around 30 to 40 minutes, and any specific queries about homework tasks should be raised with the subject teacher. One of our key assessment tools during the first 3 years at Longsands is regular testing. We conduct formal tests in each subject twice per year. The results from these tests are reported to parents in the form of a percentage score compared with the median score for all students. This helps to understand how each child has been doing compared with others in the year group. Mid-year tests take place in January, and end-of-year tests take place in June. These tests will take place during normal lessons in the normal classrooms. We consider test preparation to be a really important part of this process, so we devote the week prior to tests to revision. Students and parents are notified of the arrangements for tests roughly a month prior to each test week. This information includes the topics to revise, key revision tips, and any resources that can be used. We do not expect students to revise for tests during holidays. The tests are cumulative in nature, so cover everything learned at Longsands up to this point. This means that students in Year 8 and 9 have to continue to think back through work from previous years in addition to anything they've learned in this year. More details for the mid-year test will be published at the beginning of December. The pattern of reporting to parents follows 3 progress reviews, which happen 1 for each term. Each progress review includes an attitude for learning assessment for each subject. The second and third progress reviews include the results from the mid-year and end-of-year tests previously mentioned. Parent consultations follow soon after the publication of the second progress review in the spring term. This affords the opportunity for parents to speak directly with subject teachers. I hope these details are clear. Please contact me at Longsands if you have any queries about assessment